This is Kutztown Live. You can listen back to any of our episodes of Kutztown Live by going to Spotify and searching Kutztown University Radio. And now, your hosts of Kutztown Live.
Hello and good afternoon. Welcome to a new Northeast Berks Chmbr local business interview segment on Kutztown Live. We all know that Thanksgiving's coming up this week, but in just about 5 days, we'll be celebrating another year of Small Business Saturday. And a few days after that, Giving Tuesday. Small Business Saturday is a marketing campaign that many people are familiar with. It was launched in 2010 by American Express to give exposure to small businesses, and it's been growing ever since. Giving Tuesday, held this year on December 1st, which is next Tuesday, is a global day of generosity and naturally very popular with nonprofits. Today, we've invited 5 members of the Northeast Berks Chmbr to give their input and feedback and suggestions and advice about drawing consumers into Small Business Saturday and Giving Tuesday. I'm going to start by introducing one of our long-established members, Sandy Green. Sandy is formerly the mayor of Kutztown, PA, but she's also currently the community liaison and works closely with 3 organizations: Kutztown University, Kutztown Community Partnership, and the Kutztown Borough. Sandy, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Lori. First of all, I'd like to say what a great job our small business community has done to keep their business open during this difficult time. And I would encourage everyone to shop local. We're going to kick off the weekend with actually something called Plaid Friday. Plaid Friday celebrates the diversity and creativity of local and independent businesses. It's a fun and enjoyable alternative to the big box store, Black Friday consumer frenzy. Also, it's a way to support your local economy. So plan on wearing plaid that day. The day before Thanksgiving, after Thanksgiving is what we're going to do as Plaid Friday. Then that kicks off to Small Business Saturday, where we are going to open the Kutztown Community Partnership office for folks to stop in, chat, pick up the shop small bags that we'll have available. There's a limited quantity, so it would be on a first come, first served basis. We'll have coffee here in the office for anyone that would like to stop in. We're hoping that we can put the table outside, that it's going to be a beautiful day, but we're going to encourage everyone to shop local and enjoy Small Business Saturday. Dining, retail, just everything that Kutztown has to offer, and shopping in the immediate area as well. So we would encourage you to come out Saturday, but shop small for the whole holiday season. This is something that, we're really promoting. This is a very difficult year and a very difficult year for our businesses, but they're doing a fantastic job by pivoting and doing what they need to do to keep their doors open, and we would encourage you to help them by shopping small. Thank you.
Thanks so much, Sandy. Yes, it's more important than ever that we support our small and local businesses. While we're on this topic and talking about Kutztown as one downtown business district, we also have on the call today the executive director of our town foundation in Hamburg, PA, and that's Deena Kershner. Deena, welcome to the show, and let's hear from you about Small Business Saturday initiatives in Hamburg.
Thanks for having me on your show. In Hamburg, we're doing a passport program this year for Shop Small Saturday. This is the second year that we're initiating this program, and we're pleased that we have 19 businesses in the downtown area participating. And it's a way to encourage everybody to shop local. And if they pick up a passport at any of the participating businesses and they get it stamped in at least 10 of the retail shops and 1 eatery, they are entered into a drawing to win gift cards and donated items from the participating businesses. It's a package that's worth about $450. I'd say last year we had a couple hundred people come through our doors, so we're really looking forward to that day again this year, and we're hoping that the COVID doesn't keep too many people away. All of the businesses are practicing the safe distancing, the social distancing and wearing the masks. So it's going to be an exciting day in town, and I'm really looking forward to it. And I would like to mention that we actually have 6 new businesses that are either opened in the last week or planning on opening before the end of the year in our downtown. So it's quite an exciting time for us.
Well, congratulations. I'm glad. That's wonderful for you and the economic development of Hamburg. And I think that when we hear from both you and Sandy, we know how creative our entrepreneurs and small businesses are in our small communities and towns within the Northeast Berks area. And I think it's pretty exciting to hear about some of the new incentive programs for shoppers over the Small Business Saturday, which comes up right after Thanksgiving, as we said. And of course, I think we all know that some of these retailers also have online stores as well. So you can certainly, and we encourage you to do that safely in person, but also check out the websites for some of these businesses because, you know, you can shop online year round in most cases. We have some other guests with us here today. Let's start with you, Lynn. Lynn, we have you here from One by One in Temple, PA. You're a cat rescue, and you're a longtime member of the Northeast Berks Chamber of Commerce. You're the president of One by One. Why don't you tell us a little bit about the cat shelter and maybe some ways that this year may differ from other holiday seasons in terms of adoption?
Thank you. Thank you for inviting us. We have a relatively new shelter, about 4 years old now, so that's where we've been doing the majority of our adoptions. We've had several adoption centers and PetSmart and various other stores, but with the COVID environment, that's pretty much been stopped and was actually closed for quite some time. We are still at the Y Missing PetSmart, which is still has some of our kitties available, and you can see we're doing most of them through private appointments at our shelter, however. So we've been doing pretty good with the adoption rate. We do have a newsletter going out. That's how we get a lot of our donations. This year, we haven't been able to do all of our events. We usually do a big bingo, which is a great fundraiser. Taste of Kutztown we missed, and the Hamburger Festival. We've always participated in all of those events, and you know, we always had a good following there, so those were definitely missed. But we're still pretty much on track for adoptions at this point.
I would think, Lynn, that possibly during these, times of disruption, you may have even at times seen an increase in adoptions or interest in adopting.
I don't know if we've seen a whole lot of difference actually, but certainly no less, which is a good thing. What we've seen more, unfortunately, is people needing help with taking on cats due to perhaps they lost a job or their home.
Right.
Also, a lot of the spay-neuter clinics were shut down for quite a few months in the springtime, which is kind of the most important time to get, the stray cats spayed. So we've had, constant calls every day really for help. And, we're a small group, so we can only do so much, unfortunately, but we do the best we can and try and help as many as possible.
Well, you're providing a valuable service. When we get to the end of our call today, each person will have an opportunity to share his or her contact information. So we'll be sure to get the website and your hours and so forth. Thanks so much, Lynn.
Yeah, thank you.
Next, I'm going to go to Maleeva Epperson Lengel. Her name's as long as mine, for heaven's sakes. Maleeva, welcome to the show. We know Maleeva. I think those of us in the Northeast Berks Chamber, Maleeva is a makeup artist and she's an entrepreneur and she's affiliated with some networking groups and some other programs. What kind of advice can you give us this shopping season, Maleeva? If people have concerns at all about going out or can only go out in a limited way, what do you suggest they do?
That's a great question, and I love that this word has been brought up so many times. First off, thank you so much for having me on. The word creative, I think both from a customer standpoint, but also from a small business standpoint, I think it's really important to get creative this holiday season. A lot of people have been quarantined, have been socially distant. I feel the need for a slice of happy and some fun is like needed by all right now. And so I encourage customers, so many of your friends and family probably have or support a small business. I would encourage you to reach out, whether it's through email or if you know them personally or the small business in your town. Send them an email, reach out to them directly and see maybe what they have, whether it's a service or a product bundle that might be able to create a different experience for some of the people on your holiday list this year. For example, I know in Kutztown, there are so many different shops that would support some like self-pampering right now. So think about a self-pampering basket that you can give to friends and family to support many different small businesses that you can put together in a basket, whether that's a candle or maybe a massage gift certificate, or maybe it could be a virtual consult with a salon or a stylist in your area. I think so many people are looking for unique gifts right now. And I think from a business owner standpoint for small business, but also from a consumer standpoint, lock arms and come up with fun, creative ideas and ways that you can create unique gifts this holiday season. So that's something I'm encouraging a lot of small business owners to do, but also for customers to connect with those small business owners. Look at the people on your list, see what could add value to their lives, and think about creating something unique and service-based this holiday season.
I think that's some of the best advice I've heard, because I like the fact that as a consumer, you can support multiple small businesses by building some really interesting and unique baskets. And we know that, we're kind of in it right now, but it won't last forever, these restrictions. And so whether it's items, as you mentioned, like candles, but the gift certificates and gift cards that can be used months down the line when things, turn around. That's really, really some good advice and information. Thanks so much, Maleeva.
You're welcome.
Last but not least, we want to talk to our friends that we know very well from Interlace Communications Incorporated. We have Elise Mitten, the owner, who's also the president of the Northeast Berks Chmbr, and her lovely daughter, Kate Gray. And they're here today because they work closely with Clare of Assisi House, a nonprofit member of the Chmbr. And because of a last-minute change in meetings, the executive director wasn't able to make it, but they jumped right in to share information with us about what this particular nonprofit is doing to generate some goodwill and some income for the organization during the holidays. Elise?
Well, first and foremost, thank you very much for having us jump in and share all about Clare of Assisi House. A little bit about Clare of Assisi House is that they help women who are transitioning from prison life to getting back into the mainstream of life. And what's so cool right now is that they're interviewing their residents to share what Clare of Assisi House has done to help them move forward with their lives. One of the last ones was she needed to get her GED and she needed to speak English, and they're helping her with all of those things. So they're giving all the time there themselves. But Casey is the awesome fundraising chair for Clare of Assisi House, and I'm going to have her share some of the things that we have coming up within the next November, December. Mm-hmm.
So obviously, like every other nonprofit, all of our in-person events had to be canceled. So we really, first, what's coming up are Pushing Giving Tuesday. We're trying to raise $10,000 by Giving Tuesday. Up to this point, we have about $1,600 raised so far. So anybody who's interested in donating for that can find out the information on Clare House's website. Besides that, we are also doing a silent online auction that will be on bidsfororgs.com, and we're hoping to have at least 30 baskets. All of them will be valued about $25 and higher, and there will be something for everybody. So we'll have that information on the website as well once you can go on and bid. And then last but not least, we have a holiday bake sale coming up. So if you don't want to, bake cookies, your pies, cupcakes, all that stuff, we are doing a holiday bake sale with pickups being December 19th and 23rd, I believe. Again, all of that information, everything is on the website for people to check out and donate and support Clare House.
And just want to say they were inspired by the Northeast Berks Chambers online auction, and so
Yes.
that's the direction we're going to go.
Yeah, we use bids for orgs through Interlace for our virtual chamber dinner, and it's very easy to use, and for both the user and for the bidder. And let me say too that unfortunately, as we said, and as Casey said, many of these special events and dinners have been canceled all year long for nonprofits. I was fortunate to attend as a guest of Interlace the last 2 years, this beautiful brunch and program hosted by Clare of Assisi House. And I have to say, I'm a big auction and raffle person. I love them. I can't resist them. And absolutely one of the nicest ones that I've ever seen for the last few years. And we know that so many nonprofits are now going to these online auctions and other types of virtual fundraising programs because more than ever, they also need those funds. I'm going to start with you, Casey, and then we'll go back around. Give us the contact information for Clare of Assisi House if somebody's looking to check out the website or in any way participate in any of these fundraising events.
Okay, so all of the information for all of our fundraising events are on the homepage of Clare House's website. The website is clareofassisihouse.org, which it's ClareofAssisi.org.
House.
House.org. See, I messed it up.
Thank you.
It's way too long.
Maleeva?
It's way too long. But anyway, all of the stuff is right on that website. There's an upcoming page. There's so many ways you can get involved and support that we have it all right front and center on the homepage.
Right. It's a good point because we can support now, but in the future they need volunteers, they need donations. That's an
Absolutely.
ongoing situation for nonprofits. Thanks so much.
Yep.
Thanks for having us.
If we'd like to get in touch with you, give us your contact information. And I think you have something to share with us about one of the networking groups that you're involved with.
I do, yes. So I'm a co-chair of Berks Women in Motion, which is a community-driven women in motion group for small business owners, but also just women that like to connect. And so we are doing a virtual vendor event for Small Business Saturday. We've had to pivot a little bit with our in-person events, but we wanted to make sure everyone was supported and can still bring something fun to the community. So Saturday from 4 to 6, Small Business Saturday, we will have a virtual vendor event. We have 8 different vendors, anywhere from beauty to skincare to health and wellness and essential oils and everything in between, that will be offering their great gift ideas for the holiday season. We'll also have a prize wheel. So for everyone who's in attendance, we have 12 different business owners that have different prize packages that some lucky attendees can win. And so for information on that, you can look at the Berks Women in Motion Facebook page. It's completely open to the public. We also have berkswomeninmotion.square.site. If you would like to connect with me, my website is maleevasmotive.com, MALEEVAS, Motive, MOTIVE. I have some wonderful gift certificates and all different kinds of ideas that I can offer for the special someones on your list.
All right. Thanks so much. Back to you, Lynn. Why don't you give us your website address and maybe your hours for appointments?
Well, you would have to contact us to make an appointment. We're not open any particular time. We do have a gate around our buildings for, security. So our main venue we use is Facebook. So that would be One by One Inc. And that's spelled out ONE. That's where most of our information is. Right now we do have a lady that makes beautiful wreaths for the holidays and just general occasion. So we have that going on, and we have our kitties that are available for adoption. And we're trying to get some more likes on Facebook. So we would appreciate anybody coming on and liking our page. And
That's great.
I do actually actually have a raffle as well, but I have that on my own Facebook page, which would just be under Lynn Rosencrans. It's a cat tree and one of the wreaths and a kitty wine cork holder and a bottle of wine. So we have a couple things going on, and hopefully with Giving Tuesday, we'll get some more donations. You can donate through Facebook, and that's, like I said, that's our main link right now for most of our information.
All right. Well, I wish you all the best in raising money. Thanks so much, Lynn.
Thank you so much.
Last but not least, Deena, are you still with us?
Yes, I am.
All right. Deena, tell us about how we can get in contact with Our Town Foundation, and also tell us about some of the new businesses you mentioned in Hamburg.
Sure. Well, you can contact us through email at otfmanager@aol.com. That's my personal email here for the office. And of course, all the information on Hamburg, it can be found on the hamburgpa.org website, and we are also on Facebook. And before I forget it, I also want to mention that we're going to be having special Christmas movies over the holidays at the Hamburg Strand Theater. We own and operate the theater, and it's been shuttered since March, which has really created a deficit in our revenue stream coming in here. So this Christmas, we decided to show classic movies, and we're starting with Polar Express this coming weekend. And then every weekend there'll be a different movie. We are asking for tickets in advance, so you could get those through the hamburgstrand.org website. But going back to the new businesses that opened, ironically, 2 of them are barber shops. So we have 2 new barber shops. We have Cindy's Flowering Cupboard, which is filling the void that was left when Kurt's Flowers moved out last year. And we have Diamond Decor, which is home furnishings and decorations. And we have a New Life Thrift Store, which sells gently used clothing for women and accessories. So there will be a new brewery opening up in hopefully January called Coppers. And
that's exciting.
Windsor Distributing.
Very nice.
Yeah. So
you know, we've all learned to really value grooming services. So I think it's good that you got 2 barbershops.
Mm-hmm.
Right after the shutdown, we needed our grooming. So that's wonderful. Glad to see new businesses coming in. That sounds great. Well, I want to thank you all today. I wish you the best of luck with your businesses, your nonprofit fundraising efforts. And it's been great chatting with you today. All right. Thanks so much. Signing off from the Northeast
Thank you.
at northeastberkschambr.com. Take care.